Yeah, this deck feels a little evil indeed. You see, with the buff to Absorbing Man this week, I saw some people experimenting with him in an Electro Sandman Ramp deck, which is a deck that already feels kind of evil, locking down your opponent's plays with Sandman and copying their best cards with Leader. But when you push Absorbing Man into the mix, feeling much better at 5 power, by the way. We all know what a difference 3 to 5 power can make, as we saw with Sandman himself in this deck. You've got some crazy lines that are possible here. For instance, you can play Wave on turn 3, Leader on turn 4, then copy the Leader with Absorbing Man, and then play Odin on both your Leader and your Absorbing Man for this just insane sequence that just keeps copying your opponent's best cards. Now, I'll tell you right now, I didn't pull that off in this video. We got close a couple times, different angles there. But Absorbing Man basically helps you bridge some gaps with a bunch of the very powerful on-reveal cards in this deck, especially when Wave cheats those out early. So just getting extra versions of Spider-Woman and Black Panther and Leader and Doctor Doom all become possible because this Absorbing Man is in the mix. You won't always need him. Sometimes playing for the natural Electro curve, he doesn't necessarily fill in any gaps or do anything differently, but other times he does open up some options and some surprising plays. So all in all, this deck felt great for me. I had a great first 15 games of this one. Electro Sandman Ramp is a kind of a tier 2-ish meta deck, I would say personally. Not near at the top of the meta, but still a viable option. People do great with Conquest with this one, and worked pretty well on the Infinite Ladder for me as well. So enjoy some buffed Absorbing Man, or maybe we can call him Leader Man, a bit like Florida Man, in this fun deck. All right, ooh, spicy hand. Wave, Absorbing Man, the Doctor Doom stuff is crazy good here. Well, weirdly, we're gonna maybe be able to put Wave and Doom here, and then Absorbing Man's gonna make another one, and then maybe Zola. In other words, I actually probably don't want the Spider-Ham and Kill in Evolved Places. Like, it may limit our power as opposed to expand it. Okay, so Hulk's capped at 14. That is good to know. It's good to know. Yeah, actually, we should probably put Doom right and Absorbing Man right in case we get an Odin, or we're going to play for Arnim Zola. Just stack them up in that case. Absorbing Man is really just an extra Doctor Doom in this deck, which is crazy. It's really nice. Okay, Cyclops, sure. In some ways, we're going to add power to that late, but still seems like Cyclops probably does more than we want there. So we're going to be able to add 12 power left, presumably. Technically, maybe a little more Zola, Doom sometimes. Good news is Hulk does not beat Mojo World, so if we can win left, we can win. But we, okay, they play the Hulk, yeah. Like, in other words, Hulk, you know, they have to put 4 cards here to beat Mojo World, which is nice. Oh, dude. We almost had the crazy Leader line. This is still very good, but that would have been even crazier. I mean, I don't think they could put this many cards. Can they put 4 cards right? Because currently I only have 3 cards there if I play Zola. Oh, no, I won't, because Zola will either hit a Doom or a Doom, in which case we'll get a summoned Doombot copy, and we'll get 2 Doombot copies, basically. Yeah, we'd be fine. We'd be fine. So we can actually Zola right. Yeah. Fine. That adds a little more power left, which is good. So this kind of covers our bases. So Doom goes here, Doom goes here. Both of them make a Doombot here. This puts 4 cards right, adds power left, which is important. This should be good, yeah. And it adds 5 power left too, which is a nice break point. Cyclops plus Jeff would be 10, or net kind of 12. We're gonna have 14. So we would clear that, yeah. I feel like I've hit intern every time and it just didn't work. I don't know why. But yeah, this is a clutch Absorbing Man. Mojo World's helping us out here a little bit too, so we don't have to stress so much about the power of the Hulk. That's a nice difference, but that's what locations are about. I mean, we're still contesting mid too, though. Honestly, like we're not tiny mid either. It's just full board. You know, this is a great line. Opponent is thinking about it. I mean, definitely seems in reach to them. I think if they think I can't add power left and they can get big mid. I guess that would be maybe a tie left though, which would cost them a tiebreaker perhaps. Remember, Absorbing Man does not copy the Zola, in case you're wondering. It's already transformed into Doom, so it becomes the Doom basically in that case. So they are just going big right. But yeah, that's not gonna do enough. Sick board, dude. Really cool. Nice. Ooh, good hand. Yeah, nice little opener here. Ooh, dude, if we could hit a leader, dude, we could hit the dream. Oh, I want to hit the dream leader line so bad, man. I want to hit wave. No! No! All right, it's hard to mess this up though, honestly. Like we got a snap, by the way. You got a snap for 8. Oh, nice. They played along. Yes, let's go. It's hard to mess this up, honestly, because we just don't have that many plays. What can they really mess up? He has to play wave next turn. And then he will play something, but there's nothing bad. Like, I guess an Electro or something would be pretty bad. Artem's Oligon, nice. Some kind of destroy thingy going on in their deck. There's definitely seems like it requires a little bit more sequentiality. Absorbing Man is chill. It's probably gonna just hit that Artem's Ol again, but that's fine. It's just 5 power. It really kind of threw off the wave a little bit, but at least seems still good for us. Cheating out a couple 6s early would be awesome. Yeah, there's that Zola again. Wave, yeah, okay, they played it instead. Wave and Nova. I guess we want like Dr. Doom here, probably. Sandman's probably not that helpful. Yeah, man. Ego's actually throwing an unlosable game right now. We have so many good. Play that Artem Zola, please. Y'all do instead. Okay, we're back in it. Ego's helping us out here. Ego's. I think with only 1 card per turn, we're in a good spot. Oh yeah, that's pretty much game over. I think that's just too much power. Although it is getting played a little bit in a bad spot. So theoretically, if we don't get another card played here, we're kind of wasting some power. Well, I mean, I guess with Dr. Doom, you're wasting power either way you think about it. Deathlock. Okay. So really Odin Right would be the dream if Ego's a genius, but a lot of ways to mess this up. Oh, that's actually good too though. That flips right. That's exactly where I would play that if I were forced to play Black Panther. So now we're kind of ahead in all 3 spots and the opponent's got a lot of ground to cover with only 1 card and they probably don't have a good card for it, like Dr. Doom or something would be the best bet. Electro only, okay, for the tie. Nice. Good stuff. Getting the Dr. Doom down is just so much power in a game like that. The opponent's a baller going for the 8 cubes and playing it out to the end. Mad respect. Mad respect. Some people quit early on those games. Ooh, can we find a wave for the spicy wave leader Absorbing Man dream? Please, one time? Black Cat gone. Okay, so maybe a Hell Attack, maybe a Ghost Rider in there. Lechaguia. Oh, we found it. I actually don't care much about Lechaguia now, right? Because we know we have a line. I guess we do need a turn 6 still, technically. Like an Odin or something would be awesome. Oh, what a hit, dude. We are hitting some home runs in this one. Let's go. Muir Island. Okay, that's a turn 6. It's actually fine now to play the Lechaguia probably, but I want to isolate the leaders here so that I can actually Artem Zola them if I need to. Wouldn't mind finding an Odin right now. Oh, we dodged the Juggernaut. Cool. Okay. It's a good turn 6 too. Leader. We match whatever they play here. Perhaps something large, right? Although this might be like a surfer deck who doesn't have anything too large. Absorbing Man. Whoa. That's funny because we're gonna have an Absorbing Man. That is a little. Oh, of course. That's a little worse for the Zola line. So we may decide to take like a Dr. Doom line instead. But here's another leader. Leader number 2 and Absorbing Man number 2 is pretty amazing. Again, I don't know if we should expect a fantastic result here, though, is the thing. Also, it might be a little hard to catch up right. We might need something like a Black Panther almost. We are definitely going to be ahead left and mid, though, either way. Because this will match a big play left, match a big play mid. And then, you know, we could maybe think about Dr. Doom. Maybe Zola, whatever. Probably still Zola is the right pick. Juggernaut's a little wacky though, so I definitely want to hit the leader in that case. Leader again. It's magic this time. Okay. Don't necessarily love that. We're kind of full on board space here a little bit. What am I thinking about still? Surfer maybe? Boy, I don't know. Maybe it's time for a Sandman here to really limit them, and then an Odin would be really wicked cool to match leader again. Odin would be the dream. The Odin with the Juggernaut's actually a little bit of a risk maybe, but this is what we really want to hit, the triple leader 2 liters isn't enough for me. I want a triple liter. Okay, Wolfsbane. That definitely still reads Surfer. The problem with Surfer is that if we do leader it, we don't actually beat it. Like, I think we're probably gonna lose. Surfer adds 4 right. I'm definitely not making up a difference there because I'm already down 11. This is kind of a weird play. Like we think, you know, a Surfer coming down here is max, what, 4 added? But that's enough to beat Black Panther's the problem, because only going 8 to 13. But if they didn't play the Surfer here, but why wouldn't you? Because you know the Surfer here is not doing anything, right? You know the Surfer there is not doing anything. Surfer for me buffs Wave. Yeah, I only go to 8, I only go to 13, but they go, this gets buffed 2, Surfer is 2. I mean, there is a world where maybe they don't play the Surfer, but there's also a spicy play here where if I copy the Juggernaut, it could go here, and I can push a card to mid where I feel a little bit more comfortable winning, although if that's true, we only have 7 power mid. So I don't know, man. None of this looks good enough. Dr. Doom only ties, that feels bad. I think this is just a loss, but this is the more fun way to lose. This is the more entertaining way to lose. Yeah, there's the Surfer we talked about. So I don't even know yeah, we got the right absorbing man. Is that enough? No, it's only 10 to 12 still. Yeah, it still doesn't even win. It would have to be a non-Surfer line for this play to win. Dude, that's a cool game. I'm kind of sad we lost. Like the multiple leaders weren't enough to get there. Surfer kind of going over the top. Human Torch is scary, always. Spider-Ham is good, always. Wow, okay, nice. So this is kind of like Phoenix-y, Destroy-y like thing going on here, obviously. See Nimrod and Torch in the same deck together. Not a simple move package, obviously. No good ramp for us though, man. No wave, no Electro. In those cases, I think usually like a Black Panther Zola is your best bet. Or maybe Dr. Doom Zola too. Why am I saying that? That doesn't work. There's no ramp. Nope. Wave, yeah, we'll skip ahead on the wave. That's fine. Wave now into Doom, I think is probably my favorite line. Probably like wave into Doom. I'm trying to think about how this deck's power is typically distributed. Ooh, Magic gives us some extra spicy lines. We are a little bit cramped for space left, so that's some consideration. You know, for instance, like a Black Panther into an like a Zola can get bigger power in smaller spaces. We could even put the absorbing man in as well, so that we still have power mid either way. Yeah, I think I technically like that a little more. I think the Doom, like 4 and 4, just maybe doesn't feel like enough consistency there, like of output. But the Panther lets me get some bigger power plays. Now there is risk, obviously, of, do we like this plus Odin better? Like that's pretty spicy, because you get big mid and you match their power plays elsewhere. What about just Odin Zola too, though? That's pretty cool. No, I think this is still better. Odin Zola is pretty sick. We want to try for that, I think. This line's a little too good. This line is a little more susceptible to removal, like Shang-Chi's or whatever. Iron Lad, they are stacking mid really hard. I wonder why. Oh, it's a Zola, dude. That's sick. Okay. What was this? I forgot. Oh, yeah, the Nimrod. Okay. Ghost Spider's pulling it. What? Look at these lines, dude. That's cool. These freaking lines. Man. All right. Yeah, this is chill. 9 power here doesn't really feel like enough, does it? Let's just put that there as free. So we are very big on the flanks and tiny in the middle. They only played mid? Really? This line's so cool though. What is mid and why play there? Wakanda forever. Easy 32 power Black Panthers. Oh, just another Arnim Zola, but that's just, oh, but wait, there is a little chain happening here. But it's just not enough power, right? There's just no way the numbers ever scale at all, really. Sometimes Venom stuff can get weird, but not with this sequencing or this scenario. Okay, cool, dude. Yeah, really good lines. If you don't have a Shang-Chi for the... Oh, it's still going. Okay. Okay, sorry. Give me a sec. Triple limbo, 21 turn game. That'd be amazing if it worked that way. Like, what would you do? You just spent 17 turns in the middle doing nothing. Sunspot just auto wins. Yeah, that's a great game. This deck doing typical ramp stuff. Ooh, Kiln. Okay, Kiln we can work with Dr. Doom. Yeah, that's fine. Normally, this deck doesn't have a lot of early game, of course. I mean, Nebula would be pretty good there too, I guess. But yeah, Dr. Doom's gonna fix all our problems. Opponent snaps. We're chill with that. Number one, don't care about rank. Number two, I think we're actually at a pretty decent spot. Nebula probably only increases the value of that spot. We do have some cards we like to play on 3, actually. Yeah, I think Nebula's a little better here because we definitely want a Nebula there because we know she's going to get a nice buff in future turns. Spider-Ham we may play if he's fine. We may not if we find a good turn 3 play. I think Electra's 100% a better turn 3 play for us. We're gonna have the opportunity to put at least 2 Doombots there. We could put Spider-Ham elsewhere basically next turn if that's our play. I mean, if we find a Sandman or something, we'll consider something else. But basically the plan is to dump some Doombots in there later. I think that's likely going to be our best line. We could go Absorbing Man for some super ramp. Spider-Ham, there could possibly be a Sarah, although probably not a Sarah deck. Probably their top end is going to be like a Legion instead. I don't really want them to have access to Legion because of Kiln, but they're also not playing like they have access to Legion. The problem with the Absorbing Man here is like I'm going to be at 6 energy next turn anyway, so it doesn't really open up that many extra lines. But it is just a 4/5, and if I don't think Spider-Ham's that valuable, I guess we'll just ramp again. It's really not worth much, I don't think. The opponent plays right. Oh, I'm really glad I didn't hit the Dr. Doom. Okay. Leader still, of course, has a lot of value, but Absorbing Man Electro. Really, again, really not probably the most useful line. We got 5 power here. Let's put some base 5 here. That way we can kind of... we're at an advantage already here. We want to put Odin mid in that case, which... That's fine too. We can we could decide to like super stack right. Ooh, actually still okay though. Oh, Jeff puts them at 10 to 10 for me though, so it actually becomes a little bit more complicated. That said, I mean we're just pumping out a ridiculous amount of power here. Oh, is Zola better for us, we think? Puts 5 and 4 here and 5 and 4 here and 8 here. So 9 on the flanks versus 13 in the middle. Is this at all at risk? I mean, 8 in the middle is currently still also kind of contesting, but not really. I think 13 in the middle would be more likely to contest, but if we're worried that 4 and 4 here aren't enough, I mean, this definitely helps beat that Jeff moving a little better, I think. Yeah, this is a little better to me than the Odin for the Jeff, because now we win left more likely against that Jeff, and we're still getting strong elsewhere really hard, so that's totally fine. Yeah, we'll tie mid, and then we'll be very advantageous elsewhere. It's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, great. Good win. Absorbing Man's stats there didn't feel useless, I guess. I mean, you know, we still would have won technically if he was 3 power, but the opponent knew they had to play a big card there, kind of shuffled things around a little bit. Well, yeah, Spider-Ham's good. I don't know if we're gonna have a lot of time to play a Nebula this game. I think we want to Electro Ramp. I don't even know if Spider-Ham is good mid. He's actually probably just better left, so we can get more cards in the need of Valir. My instincts are to say more Spider-Hams, but I don't think that's a very good instinct. In this particular case, we need to make sure we're stacking left. Cards like this we don't actually answer very well in this deck. We don't have removal. It's, you know, we're playing our own proactive threats. Heimdall's a good card to get, but it's actually going to be a little tough. I think maybe we just give up left. That tends to be where move decks kind of stack their power anyway. So maybe we don't mess with left. Maybe we just start contesting mid and right. Although we did just eat their Heimdall, so the left argument is probably not as useful. That's true usually because of Heimdall. They usually have power left and mid, but we just destroyed their Heimdall, so I don't know. This whole game plan's falling apart a little bit. Copying these human torches though that are already buffed is super terrifying, and I don't have a Killmonger to address this problem, right? We could maybe try to use wave a little bit to address this problem, but I think we're still in a lot of trouble here. There's another human torch. Yeah, of course. They gave up on the last one though. They're maybe thinking already about Killmonger a little bit, which is a reasonable thing to think about. Dr. Doom into... No, I don't really have a good Dr. Doom follow-up play, right? You know, there's potentially Absorbing Man, but even that's not really enough to contest here. I think the Spider-Woman's a little bit better bet, but I think we're still in a lot of trouble here. I like Spider-Woman because it descales the human torches a bit. But I don't know, the opponent's still really big, and I don't have a high power play here. I mean, technically leader, I guess, here is actually good if they play a big here or a big here, but they're gonna play 2 cards, right? So they can kind of distribute their power in a way that is leader actually better here for that reason, I wonder, just so that Muir Island's guaranteed to get an extra body. Yeah, I don't know, maybe we should have played a wave last turn. It's not much power, but it limits them a lot potentially. Oh, okay, man, to get out of this game, that's a miracle. This game looked really bad. Leader doing leader things, I guess, but honestly, like, yeah, I guess a Black Panther might have won. We got 12 power. Yeah, maybe not. No, maybe leader was the best play for power. Yeah, okay, man, that's an itchy game to get out of for sure. Okay, Nebula's awesome. Turn 7 game is typically good for a deck like ours. We have a lot of ways to go big and crazy, especially we can lock people down with Sandman at all. I just realized I played like 4 or 5 games and I haven't hit a Sandman yet. That's kind of weird. Absorbing Man seems really good though. Some spicy plays possible with Absorbing Man. I mean, if you look across the deck, there's so many good plays, dude. Like Black Panther's actually pretty good. Just 10 power. Absorbing Man. Spider-Woman's insane. Zola's insane. Leader's insane. Dr. Doom's insane. Wave can probably be very useful in certain matchups where you're trying to lock down your opponent. So, pretty insane. One might argue that the Electro is fine to keep, and usually it is in this deck because you're trying to only play 1 card per turn anyway, but technically going to Limbo and having 8 energy at the end of the game, we do actually have some things like, you know, Spider-Ham plus a 6, Wave plus a Spider-Woman. There are some potential 2-card combos that might be useful for us, so in other words, I'm gonna risk losing the Electro. I'm fine with that. Opponent's gonna lose a Carnage and a Mr. Negative. I think the real challenge for us, or maybe it's not too much of a challenge with Dr. Doom, but we need to be able to throw something into Rickety Bridge without compromising our other positions that we can win. Ooh, Sandman's pretty nice actually, yeah. So Odin would want to go here to make this lane a guarantee and play for the tiebreaker while Dr. Doom goes here. So we can maybe put Sandman here to shore up a little bit. Technically, priority might be advantageous to get around something like a Cosmo. I don't expect to see that in a Mr. Negative deck. Now, playing for a tie in a Mr. Negative deck can be pretty tough. If they have a flipped Iron Man, they can get really, really big. So sometimes playing for that tie is a challenge. This looks more like a Destroy Negative. Might have some Surfer action in here. Honestly, not 100% certain where they're going. I don't think we want to go for Zola this game because this is gone usually. So let's go for Dr. Doom into Odin, like we said. That lets us contest bridge while still making that Black Panther really big to contest mid. And that should be our best bet. Just total power. Dr. Doom's 14. That makes Odin basically a 22 plus 8, a 30 power Odin in essence, which is nice. Also, Mr. Negative decks really struggle with Sandman because they want to play a bunch of 0-cost stuff and they can only play 1 thing per turn. So unless they have some kind of specific Enchantress or something to answer that, their final turn is usually pretty weak, right? So you can see this actually happened, by the way. We played the Sandman anyway, but if we hadn't, you can see how this would have came into play. We could have gotten an extra 2 power. But I think we're good. Yep, Mr. Negative deck does not like Sandman. Confirmed. It's just like, how do they even contest Rickety Bridge at all, right? It's just so hard. All right, Spider-Ham early is fine. Black Panther a little ruined by Icebox, but Electro can pull that back. It's not a problem. We actually weirdly aren't bad at Mirror Island here with Ham into Electro. Usually this is a really bad location for us, but I guess we could at least start contesting it a bit. Oh, we got their death. Nice. That's just gone. Yeah, really good stuff. Watch the car come up and pull it, but otherwise just gone. Okay, so this could be Panther into Zola, which is pretty nice. If for some reason Panther Odin made more sense, that's a possibility. Or if we think Doom Odin makes more sense too. Really just depends on the shape of how this all unfolds. I think if we go Spider Woman here, we're gonna be pretty happy with Panther Zola. If we think 16's enough to win left, I think it usually will be, because they're not gonna put a lot of power here. On 5, they're gonna put power here. This just really shores up Mirror Island. I mean, I don't really need to necessarily shore up Mirror Island too much. I think they're gonna play here though. I think they've already committed. They don't want to give this up. I think they're gonna play mid, so I'm gonna contest mid with them so that I don't fall too far behind, so that I still have the good Panther line. Yeah, that worked. It's just not likely for them to play left as much, in my opinion. So yeah, let's go Panther Odin in that case, because we need to make sure. Or, excuse me, Panther Zola. Although maybe Panther Odin. We'll talk about it. Depends on how big they commit here, and if I think I'm better to redistribute, or am I better to stack. Stacking does add 16 here, which puts me at 24. I think it's really, really hard for somebody to dump 16 power left out of nowhere, so I think Artem Zola is better. Yeah, they're not going to win mid in this case. Let's, I guess, maybe a Shang-Chi, actually? They have Shang-Chi in their deck? It's possible. Oh! Oh! Ow! Bodied. Bodied. All right, negative zone, that's fine. We don't have that many big cards, really, I guess, but it's fine. Spider-Woman's pretty good over there, for instance. Okay, Legion gone. That could be handy. No surprises. Still pretty big card, though, which is meaningful. Geez, I have nowhere good to play Wave. Wave Spider-Woman Odin is okay. I don't want to play Wave right because we're just so full already. I mean, there's a pretty big 50-50 here. Even an Odin there is not terrible. Like, I can go Spider-Woman left, Odin mid. It's pretty likely to win, I would say. Yeah, I don't think you want to rely on the 50-50 Zola. Spider-Woman is still, it's tough to contest something like a Darkhawk, for instance. You know, I only have, jeez, 3 power. Good God. That's really tough. It's a 6 power net over the opponent, though. This is worse, right? Opponent has not actually played a discount. We know they have a Shang-Chi, so the Black Panther seems risky to hit. I guess if we're doing this, we're doing it here so that we net 8 to 7. I mean, this isn't the worst. How big did they get right? Only the Zabu. Cool, we win the tiebreak. What a weird game to win, dude. All right. Yeah, just big enough, man. The Spider-Woman buff and the Dr. Doom both made the difference. Wow. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Crisp Trombone. Kind of reads like a bot name, but I don't know. The portrait, I think, is not a bot portrait. Oh, Squirrel Girl. Kind of like a mini Dr. Doom. Okay. So it definitely reads like they're gonna have a Killmonger and feed into a death at some point. So we might need to outscale a death. That's honestly a little easier said than done in many cases for this deck. We don't have direct answers to big singular threats like that. We can kind of try to go big against them ourselves, but not as easy as you might think. Wave here, currently it doesn't actually have a great result. We can't do like fun Artem Zola stuff because Minotaur's Lab is closed off. We can play Spider-Woman turn early. That's not particularly good though, I don't think anyway. We had like a leader or a yeah, there's their Killmonger. Shoot, bad timing on the Nebula for me. I thought they were gonna just play that on like 5 or 6 and I would kind of not have any time to play Nebula anyway, but yeah, I don't think Yeah, Doom just doesn't really make sense here. I think Spider-Woman's totally fine, though. Spider-Ham would have hit Death earlier in the game, but now she's already been discounted so significantly that that's not an out anymore. Iron Lad into Wolverine. Okay. Oh, Leader's pretty spicy. For a card like Leader, we do want to make sure we leave space open. I think the question is one spot in each place enough space? Probably. There's only one spot here anyway. We'll be playing Leader right. It's technically two spots here, but the important thing is catching, you know, the one card. You know, so it doesn't really matter. Leader doesn't really used to. Times it can create slight complications, but hopefully not too many. Oh, Destroyer's a really powerful play for them. So, for instance, we might catch the Destroyer and not the Death. But we're ahead right already. Oh, we're down by one mid, though. So if their biggest card is here, it doesn't really help me. I mean, I think it's still the right play, but because we're head right and a head left, so we should be okay left or right. If like a Destroyer went left and a Death went right, we'd lose, but this is okay. I guess Death maybe wasn't cheap enough still. Yeah. Dude, Leader is still so gross. So gross. Okay, well this deck feels good so far.